beer, it's good for you.
Hello and welcome to the video. I don't know about you, but my father always told me that a man should always keep his equipment clean. In the past I've covered cleaning your kegs, beer lines and taps, but something that needs regular attention is your Kegerators exterior. So I figured it was time to clean mine and at the same time share a guide to doing this quickly yet to a high standard. So let's get started. Personally, I have two Kegerators, Kegeland Series 4 with 3 taps and a Series X with 4 taps, and over time, and like any Kegerator, the top, the drip tray and the tower and taps need a good exterior clean that calls for a bit more than a quick wipe over, especially after busy times like Christmas and the summer. Over the years I have found the best and easiest ways to transform these dirty Kegerators into gleaming and shiny new ones without too much time or effort. I'll now show you this as a step-by-step guide that you can use with any type of Kegerator, be it from a brand or one that you've put together yourself. Let's start with those drip trays and bar mats. We need hot water and a mild cleaner. Washing up liquid or dish soap is ideal for this. I use a bath as I have 2 of each, but if you have a sink that is big enough for your needs, then use that and save on water. For this step I make the water very hot, but not boiling of course. We want to clean, not damage our drip trays and mats. The drip trays get added first. It's important to fully submerge them in the water. If you feel that the water is burning your hand when you do this, then it is simply too hot and you should add some cold water before adding your trays and mats. Next I have my bar mats. These are very useful in pulling multiple pints and help the Kegerator keep cleaning for longer, but they also need cleaning too of course. If you find your drip trays floating, which is common with the plastic types, then you can use the mats to weigh them down. I then leave these to soak for a while, at least 30 minutes, and longer is good as it saves on scrubbing later. After this soaking period I take a soft bristled brush, the type used in a kitchen for washing up plates and such like, and begin by giving the bar mats a good scrubbing. You only need to do this once in a while, so you should as such be quite thorough here. Next turn the mat over and give the bottom and sides a good scrub too. I then start on the drip trays. My first scrub begins with the insert still in place. Do this with the drip tray submerged into the water. I then remove the insert and scrub the inside and the underside before then working more on the insert. Be sure to turn over the tray and insert when doing this and give the sides of each a good scrub too. Drip trays are usually the most dirty parts on your Kegerator, so as such they need the most attention from you. After the scrubbing is complete, remove the water and soap from your bath or sink and then give each part a good soaking using a hose or shower head as you can see me doing here. The important thing here is to remove all of the soap from your drip trays and bar mats. Once this is done I set them aside and allow them to totally dry first before adding them back onto the Kegerator. Let's now give the Kegerator's top surface some attention. With this cleaning step you should use some mild dish soap and water once again. The trick here is not to use too much water at any one point and use a sponge that has some soft scrubbing bristles added to it that will not scratch anything. Circular motions work very well here on areas that need particular attention. Be sure to clean the sponge regularly and yet keep the amount of water on the top to a minimum. I then follow up with a cloth that begins dry initially and then I simply use water with this cloth to remove all of the soap from the top. Once all of the soap is removed, I then use a clean towel to wipe it all down to dry it. This exact same process can be used for the Kegerator's sides and door too. It is then time to give the tap tower and tap some attention. Here I highly recommend Barkeeper's Friend. This can be bought in various different forms and frankly I found nothing as good for cleaning stainless steel ever. It also restores and polishes and has removed any stain I've used it on within my brewing equipment. If you cannot obtain Barkeeper's Friend in your country then that's a pity, however you should be able to find an alternative at a supermarket or hardware store without too much trouble. Here you simply apply your cleaner with a clean cloth. Some come in powder form and some are cream. The idea being here that you remove all stains, restore the stainless steel and give it a nice polish at the same time. You then do the same process with your taps. None of this takes very long and they look very good for quite some time before you need to do this again. If you have matte black coated taps then I would strongly suggest simply using a mild dish soap instead. This will provide a nice clean and will not degrade the surface. So there you have it. I do hope you found this video to be informative and enjoyable. If you have any questions or have something you wish to add then please let us all know within the comments section of this video. I do hope that you found this video useful, informative and interesting. If so, why not consider liking and subscribing? For further support you can join the channel's Facebook group, and if you would like to support the channel then check out the channel's merchandise store, as all profits go back into the channel. Until next time, happy brewing!